The thoughts, views, and comments expressed by the hosts, their guests, callers, and advisors on Eye of the Nation are not necessarily those of the management, ownership, or production unit of ILS, the Verizon Media Group. Eye of the Nation is a production of ILTV Studios and cannot be represented in part or entirety without the express written consent of the Verizon Media Group. Eye of the Nation is the intellectual property of the Verizon Media Group. Copyright 2026. All rights are reserved.
Hello, welcome to Eye on the Nation. I'm Leland Miller.
I'm Sally Brown. I know this is supposed to be right here,
Oh,
like
boy.
this. Is this fine?
And this is Francesca.
We dressed alike today, almost.
This is how I know you're spying on me. I believe what my auntie told me. My auntie told me today, when I went to visit my 100-year-old grandfather, she said to let you know that she see you looking at her nephew with sparkles
Tell Annie
in
she ain't got to worry
your
about that.
eye. And my
She-
auntie wants you to know. She says, luckily for you, be like I'm little light skin over at my family, so you know, at least you're going in the right direction.
We look like it's all right now.
You do know-
It's all right now.
Do you know for a long time all my
I am
aunties were
in
actually
my
light skin? I didn't have any dark skin aunties.
Savior's
But we've
care.
adjusted that.
It's all right now, my
Why do you keep singing this
Savior
funeral
hears
song?
it. I don't know. It just kept playing in my head.
I realized that.
When I came in
I
that
know, I
and
was
City
there.
and City of Gold, for some reason, like I can't get it
No,
out
it
of my head.
depends. If you sing Happy City of Gold, then use a PLP. But if you sing
What?
slow,
No, they play City of Gold at like.
no, if you sing When I Leave, taking the trouble and
I never had that one.
Yeah, that means use a PLP. I was good,
That's the one.
good. That's the PLP one.
City. No, there's a PLP City of Gold.
Yeah.
She
Then-
say that's Valley.
But if
City
you-
Gold. City Gold is
But
Valley
if you
Boys.
sing
Okay.
if you sing the Cooling Waters version, there's a city of light.
Yeah, that's the
sad
one there.
Yeah, but the PLP is sing City of Gold when they feel
No,
happy.
see, I know that one. I know the Valley Boys one she talking about.
Okay.
You know, this play the jungle. Someone say bigger in a funeral. That's why I have to sing City of Gold. Anybody who knows me knows my favorite color is black. This man just wanted to dress like me today. I've been trying to mix it up
I'm
for
sure
y'all.
nobody here believes that.
I've been trying to mix it up for y'all. See, I buy a bunch of different colors because y'all say y'all like me in different colors, but at the end of the day, I gotta come back to my black.
Yeah.
Someone say, yeah, that's the Jumper Church PLP style.
I tell you, it's the piece, the PLP version, and then it is.
I've never heard any young people sing It's All Right Now. Like, I feel like anytime It's All Right Now is sang, it is by the old choir in the Baptist church.
I also feel like the only part of the song 85% of y'all know is It's All Right Now.
It's all right now, for I am in my Savior's care.
It's all right now.
It's all right now, my Savior hears and answers
And
prayers.
he walks with me.
He walks beside me till I climb the heavenly stairs.
I never retain.
And everything is all right
All right.
now.
No more. And I wonder. Oh, boy.
Instant. Oh,
You see
Castro
this?
know the
You
whole
have to
song.
go to the church of God, I tell you.
Castro know the whole song. I know the whole song, but we do look like we look sharp though. This is
Yeah.
the first time I think I've seen you without color.
Without color?
Yeah.
What?
That's brown. I don't think that. And then you have a black. Are you going to a funeral after this?
What should I wear? I needed a white t-shirt.
You don't need to have a t-shirt on under that at all. You're supposed to have on a white beater. No, that ain't the appropriate term.
All
What the appropriate
people
term
raise
is?
me. All people raise me. I have to have on a t-shirt. All people raise me.
You look hot. Looking at you, you
I
look
can't help myself.
not like that. You weirdo.
What?
Yeah, not like
boy.
that. Not like that.
I want to get a shout out away early. Christine Colebrook.
Hi,
Suzanne
Christine.
Taylor. Christine Colebrook said that, Levan, I have to tell you, I like watching that Eye on the Nation. I like to watch Sani. She said, but let me tell you something. Me and Suzanne.
Who's Suzanne?
That's how she was. That's a sidekick.
Okay.
Christine and Suzanne was together.
Okay.
Christine Colebrook, Suzanne Taylor. She said, me and Suzanne, we is one of the women them. We can't wait to watch you every day. So Christine, And Suzanne, the dynamic duo that I met. I have to say, they like you too, by the way.
Okay, well, thank you for at least including me in it. I appreciate it, Suzanne and Christine.
Yeah, and they were wonderful. This is how I know they was big and serious, right? The one thing I like about getting old is old people get to do certain things. Christine and Suzanne, to a big time event, they have their own chair, my brother, that they just walk with.
They just carry their chair. Oh, I can't wait to get that age. Yeah. You big and serious. Yeah. So you have your own chair.
And when I put this chair on, that means I'm moving. So make sure you put me somewhere where I ain't got to move.
We'll be back, y'all. We have lots to talk about today, and I think we have some guests coming as well. So stick and stay with us. We'll be back right after this.
Eye on the Nation will be back right after these messages.
Vibes is resilience in motion. So even when things go out of sync, we do what it takes to bring the vibes back. At VTC, we understand your vibes because we live it. That's why we are dedicated to building a network as resilient as you, with a team of familiar faces working every day to keep you on beat. You are at the heart of everything we do. Our commitment is to keep your vibes flowing, no matter what.
Bring your brand into focus and make your impact on the nation. Go all in with the Impact Bundle, featuring live liners and an in-studio interview. Prefer targeted reach? Audio plus digital delivers radio and digital placements. Or be seen with our television bundle with 20 TV ads across broadcast and streaming. Call 4-666-173. Eye on the Nation.
Edenwell has expanded their testing menu. We now offer blood work, drug screening, and so much more. Our hours of operation are Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m., and Saturday, 8 a.m. to 1 p.m., located on 11 Madera Street. We are here for all of your laboratory needs, with fast and reliable lab work done by our friendly and knowledgeable staff. Let us help you take the needed steps to stay in the know about your health. Let's keep working towards a healthier you. Stay Eden well.
Welcome back to Eye on the Nation.
Hello, welcome back to Eye on the Nation. I'm Levi Malone.
And I'm Sandy Brown. And before we get into everything that we have to talk about today, don't forget that with Canoe, Bahamian businesses can access their funds right at home, enjoy faster payouts, process payments 24/7, and move money at your convenience. Bahamian business owners can accept payments online with Canoe, explore Canoe's API and invoicing features to get paid locally and internationally. Canoe is a Bahamian fintech helping local merchants accept payments fast and easy, and Canoe empowers entrepreneurs to get paid quickly and to grow.
Canoe, everything you need and more, and it's all in one store.
You know, and before we get into everything, I have to give White Daddy his props.
Yeah.
I mentioned yesterday that the light at Skyline and Prospect Ridge have been out from the outage on Sunday.
Yeah.
So it was just blinking. And I don't think Bahamians know what blinking light means, because ain't nobody was trying to let nobody go.
Right.
And it was a little chaotic. And I mentioned it yesterday. Well, child.
Yeah.
Before I reach home, when I turned through the corner,
Yeah. So
light was on.
So faster than you could have said Jack Robinson.
I mean, come on, man.
Yeah.
So shout out to White Daddy for getting that light on.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
Yeah.
I
Faster
didn't
than
know.
she could have said Jack Robinson.
Jack
White
Robinson.
Daddy turned it like, yeah, that's what my boy want me to say that. My boy want me to say, listen, you think I can wait on you? I'll leave you faster than you could say Jack Robinson.
Where'd it come from?
I don't know who Jack Robinson is.
You just be saying and making up anything big. But shout out to White Daddy and his team at the Ministry of Works for getting that light on. And apparently White Daddy them say, remember we had the little shantytown crackdown and we tell the people to move.
Yeah.
And then the people them say they ain't had nowhere to go.
Yeah.
And they wanted to stay. And White Daddy them say, we ain't care, y'all have to go.
Yeah.
Well, he say we ain't finished.
Yeah. I was going to tell you, you should have asked the Shantytown people about White Daddy. Boy, if you think he could cut on a light.
White Daddy say, we ain't
Shantytown no
finished.
more.
Yeah.
Stand by everywhere for the presentation of payloaders and tractors.
Anyway, this is what he had to say.
Speak about the task force. I reiterate that the government is serious about dealing with shantytowns. Montgomery in particular, those notices were provided over 1 year ago. There was ample time for persons who lived there, who resided in the unsafe environment there in Montgomery, to find a new location, right? The task force does their due diligence. They even provided them with some extra time to assess the persons in there. There were 8 Bahamians who resided within that shanty town, where over 60, I think 65 structures, I might be off 1 or 2, but over 60 structures were demolished. It is imperative that the government of the Bahamas deals with shanty towns. They are unsafe, they are unhealthy, and they do not fall in line in what we want the future of the Bahamas to look like. With that being said, the task force did their job, where we provide assistance to Bahamians as well, or we offer, not necessarily everyone accepts, where we offer assistance to Bahamians as well as persons who are permanent residents. If they have permits, they are engaged with their permit holder, who should provide assistance in regards to living accommodations for them. Today, the task force is in North Andros, assessing the structures there and providing the shanty town there with notices in regards to their 30 days, which is required by the Building Control Act.
Well, we're going to talk about shanty.
Yeah, they are unhealthy, they are unsafe, and they are not in keeping with where we want the Bahamas. I love that line.
I ain't hear accent at all during that whole thing. Did you hear it? I ain't hear the accent come out at all. Clay, now you be turning that on.
Only when you run hot. When you run hot, then, the fisherman has come out.
Yeah, he's be turning that on and turning that off me.
Yeah, but
I ain't hear it. Or
you
maybe.
Understand? He say, listen, I don't want them.
Oh, there's serious times.
I
There's serious
don't
times.
want them to say that they couldn't understand what I said. So.
He want to make sure they heard.
Yeah.
Well, anyway.
I want to make sure that when I told them, they understand exactly what I said.
Clay say, listen to me. We ain't playing with y'all.
Yeah.
If we're going to solve this problem, when I finish with this, it's going to be done.
And I understand that the Defense Forces also beefed up its resource, right?
They have to, because they beat them up the last time.
Oh, no. They beat up.
They beat up?
They beat up UTCA, beat them.
That was the...
No. Thank God for one little Dion Demerit.
You know the money.
Who was able to save Soup. Soup was in a tight. Soup was in a little bit of a tight, but thanks be to God.
They was getting dragged a little bit. They just need to carry more security when they go
run into the little Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle inside the shanty town.
But this is my thing, though. I don't understand. From they get cussed out from them, the Caucasians in Spanish Wells. That was Spanish Wells?
That was Habakkuk.
That was Habakkuk?
Yeah.
From they get cursed out in Habakkuk, from the man and the woman, why wouldn't they beef up security from them?
See, they wasn't sure, because a lot of times, right, you get into these shantytown areas as a law enforcement, you start watching them run, right? There are 32 points on compass.
But I mean, I would
in a shantytown, they could find more than 32 directions to run in. But what happens, though, is over time, if you take a long time to address it, you end up with people that are emboldened, because I born ya, I know Asian.
And that's what I'm saying. So if you do, from they got threatened then,
yeah.
I would have had security with me all the time.
Oh, but I've been reliably informed.
Oh, Jesus.
I telling you, I spoke to Commander Fritz. He's in charge of them.
Okay.
He said they sent in some new fellas. Come DDT one of these set, let's see.
Nah, man, come on now. In Pop's defense, he did look a little rusty.
But don't worry about that. Praise be to God. His Majesty's Marines were there. And we were able to put that little
We,
situation
you are
into an
not a
envelope
part of that anymore.
as quickly as possible.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right. Well, anyway, they
Y'all
beefing
give
up
Dion
security.
a medal of gallantry. Dion kind of old, you know, to be out there scruffling with fellas on the ground.
That was the one who got him down?
Yeah.
He was fighting three of them, you know.
Yeah, but if you listen, three civilians to one Marine seems like a fair fight. You know Brad Curry gang 6 people.
Who was Brad Curry?
Another BDF Marines.
Anyway, White Daddy say we finished with them.
Yeah.
Now we coming to y'all. Andres, y'all have 30 days.
This will sound like a you know, like how Usher them having their tour. This will
yes.
sound like a tour, right? Clay say, hey, don't be afraid. We broke down some in Montgomery. North Andres, we are coming to
He
a
give them that 30
shanty town near
days.
you.
So y'all get your, I feel like this ain't supposed to be in the middle of my trip like this.
Sonny, just let it go.
Sorry. Every time I look at it, it just look funny. Anyway, 30 days, North Andres. All right?
And
Okay.
and we ain't running out of tractors, you know. So North Andres, Lutra, Habaco, wherever you all build them, we ain't intend to run out of tractor. That's what Clay wants you to know. Wherever you put it, woe will be unto you. Clay, I want you to go right there into that well field. They look at the billing. No. When last you passed the rat bat?
I don't.
That's west.
Who going all the way out there?
That's other west. Eh?
That's out of West.
You go have a look at them next for me, Clay.
Message him and tell him.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I don't know if this is going to affect us, but you know they say everything they do, we is do.
Mm-hmm.
They say when they eat, we is, you
What?
know. What they say?
We need to visit you to the Church of God.
That's what they say. They say when the U.S. eat,
They also
we...
say when they sneeze, we catch the cold. Can
Okay.
you use that one?
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Wow.
they say the next one too.
Boy, y'all really slide out the corner now.
Well, anyway, if you hadn't heard, the U.S. House of Representatives voted to pass the Sunshine Protection Bill.
Yes.
AKA the Daylight Savings Bill,
Yes.
which would make daylight savings time permanent and end this change. And now the only thing I want to know, and y'all call me slow or not, because I never could remember, I like the one where it's get dark fast. I like
That's
the one
Eastern
where
Standard.
5 o'clock, you go outside and it's dark.
Yeah, that's Eastern Standard. 'cause
That's the
daylight
one I
saving-
like.
Because daylight saving is to save the daylight.
Right, that ain't the one we keep it.
No, I think they want to keep Eastern Standard.
So they want to keep the one where it don't turn dark till like 8 o'clock.
Yes.
I like that one, because
No,
when I'm
that's
ready to
daylight
go.
saving.
Yeah, that's the one they
Yeah,
want to
daylight
keep.
saving, yeah. Yeah.
They
But-
wanna
but
keep
you
that
reali-
one.
You realize that it'll happen. You know what I want to say? This is where people like Latre them is lose me, you know. I told Latre 7 years ago.
What does this have to do with Latre?
I can tell you now.
Okay.
I told Latre when Brave first win, I said, Latre, the PLP need, some little nuggets, like what the story Hansel and Gretel, so that the PLP along its journey could pick up these little nuggets. I say, you ran your petition in for Columbus, leave Columbus. You
No.
remember-
Columbus need to go.
Remember Michael Archangel break Columbus' leg? I can give you the funny story about that off air. Latre out there every day hotting up himself about Columbus. I say, tell them you want daylight saving time to don't change.
Well,
He tell me, oh, Miller, that's not going to happen. Nah, look, the people in the Senate,
well,
all of a sudden.
they changed it. It hasn't changed yet, so it probably still gonna fall back in November is when it's changing again.
Yeah.
So it probably gonna take a while before it actually,
So by- so by
it
spring of
has
next
not
year.
changed yet. So
So by
maybe
about
next
spring
year.
of next year.
And then when they do it, then maybe we could do it
And
because
you know that our Caribbean colleagues don't fall fool with that. Like Barbados don't fool with that. I don't think Trinidad and Tobago fools with it. Like that's just us trying to play white people. The rest of our Caribbean friends, they don't do that. You follow my point?
Yeah.
And if we're part of the CARICOM community,
no, we part of the U.S. Like I say, when they eat
man,
meat.
Brave just come from CARICOM. CARICOM is our cousins. Who America is to us?
Our daddies.
That's like our God.
That's
like our
daddy.
God brother. Like
they
our-
daddy and China is mommy.
No, they like-
and they don't get along
You
no
have
more
rich
because
God
they
brothers?
divorced.
You have like rich gaudy. You have like a rich gaudy. Yeah,
We
so
off
America
this.
is like our rich gaudy.
We off this.
Oh boy.
We more closer. We more closer. Which one of y'all typing this? We more closer
Don't worry about them.
to
No,
the
but
U.S.
seriously,
state.
The U.S. again, like I said, we will only be coming in line with what our Caribbean counterparts have been doing for 50 years.
Yeah.
And quite honestly, no one could really even justify it. You know, it was something that they did for trade at some point. That was the reason daylight saving time was created. You know that, right? Like
Yeah.
to do with crops and blah 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 blah. But Jesus, with all of the invention of technology, we still need that. Let's go back to the thing.
Anyway, we'll see what happens. They
Literally,
did it.
that's your big one.
Literally, you missed nothing because they still could do it. Whenever the U.S. do it, I promise you we could be right behind them.
But it could
doing
be a
it too.
trade idea.
Who cares?
Oh boy. How else you get your name in the history book?
You look like a rev today. I think it's the shirt under.
I look like a rev today. That's my trait.
You look like one of them pastors who's be on them reality shows. Like you look like a rich pastor. I think it's the nugget ring.
What?
It's the little silk shirt you have on.
Are you going through something?
Who is to? I'm reading that out loud. I do. But anyway, speaking of the church, and speaking of pastors, Mario Moxie has apologized to the nation.
President
Did you see
of Christian
that?
Council?
Yes,
Yeah.
he has apologized. Not for what y'all think. I think what they're about to do is come out and call for some sort of 30 days of prayer, some sort of fasting. They want the nation to come together for, I guess, all of the things that have been happening. You know, some people feel like there's a dark cloud over the Bahamas because of all of the things that have been happening in the recent weeks since the election. Some people say
You also brave
it was the payment.
one.
Yeah, they say whatever happening is the payment for the PLP. You know, a bunch of foolishness.
Jesus got the war in Ukraine to worry about. And you're trying to tell me that a bald-bladed man from Cat Island have enough of Jesus' time and attention?
No, not Jesus, the devil.
Oh, boy.
You don't really sell your soul to Jesus. You sell it to the devil.
Man, I don't even think the devil got
They
that
said
much
they going to
like
the
that.
Obed man in Cat Island. You know about the Obed and Cat Island?
They light all the sage in Cat Island if I ate.
I know, but I'm just saying that's what some people were saying. So Mario Moxie is saying before they come to and call the nation to repent, the church has to do some repenting.
Oh, boy. Okay.
He said he has to make a public apology for, you know, people who have been in his position, not in his position as Christian Council president, but in his position as a leader of a church, that have not done the things that they were supposed to be doing, that may have judged people, that may not have spoken out on matters that they needed to spoken out on, or spoken out to speak out on.
Keep going.
Or if you feel like, you know, the church hasn't been doing what the church should be doing in terms of the community or helping people, that kind of stuff, they're sorry. He's apologizing on behalf of the church. He
Wouldn't
said,
that be directly opposite to the message of his predecessor that often said, listen, the church is doing what it can. The church is running soup kitchens and praying with people and visiting people.
Well, see, a lot of people feel disenfranchised from the church, and a lot of people wouldn't feel that way. And I know I was one of those who and I must say in recent times, and by recent times, I mean the past 2 weeks, maybe week, I always used to say the Christian Council always seems silent on certain matters. The church always seems silent on certain matters. You only hear from the church when it comes to certain things. And then I see they started releasing statements. So I give them their kudos for that. I guess
pay them best to get a public relations unit.
Yes.
I don't know that they have a public relations unit. The Christian Council has to be, I also want to not call the Prime Minister bald-bladed, but he is. But I want to take that back, right? The Christian Council has to be the only institution in the Bahamas I know where you speak to the president every time you need to hear from them. Imagine if every time you needed to hear from Atlantis, the president came out and spoke. You follow me?
Yeah.
And so maybe they haven't evolved the council sufficiently, right? And hopefully Mario Moxie, you know, he's obviously proven that he has a bit of, I guess, new way of thinking about it. Hopefully he creates the Christian Council into something that appears to be more than just some insular organization led by 6 half-dead old dudes with a preacher called on. You follow me? Hopefully he builds it into something more robust.
Well, he's taking this first step by apologizing for anybody who may have been hurt, disenfranchised for the church. If you're disappointed in the church, you know, he's sorry and he wants y'all to come back home. He's not assigning blame, he's accepting responsibility.
That's
and he
fantastic.
wants
That's
you
a wonderful
guys
place to
to
start.
forgive the church. Okay? So you said the church must repent first. So I guess he's repenting on behalf of
And
the
he's their
church.
president. So that means for all Christians except for the Catholics and the Anglicans, because you know they have their own little thing going on.
I want that. I mean, I appreciate the apology, but I also want them to clean up some of these churches.
What do you mean? What does that mean? Translate it into English for us. You want all these storefront churches to go away?
No. There is a particular person who was sentenced for a particular crime who came out and is now a pastor of a church.
Yeah, but but those are the exact kind of guys that Jesus used, right? Didn't Jesus hang out with wine bibbers?
Yeah, I don't mind if you drink wine.
Sinners and wine.
You could drink all the wine you want. As a matter of fact, his first miracle was turning water into wine. Jesus knew what the time was.
Right.
What this person was, absolutely not.
Yeah, and I question that because only one of the synoptic gospels talk about this water in the wine.
You're worrying about the wrong things.
I got you. But again, the point is, right?
No.
The Christian gospel is the Christian gospel is about reformation.
Yeah.
It is about reconciliation.
Yeah,
it is about forgiveness. It is about the renewing of a person. Its overarching theme is about being born again.
Right, but being born again, what is the first thing they say when you go to the Lord? What are you supposed to do? Repent.
Confess of your sins.
Confess of your
The man
sins.
had 2
He
years in
never
jail.
confessed of his sins.
He had 2 years in jail.
He did not confess of his sins.
He
He did not confess of his sins.
But
He's
no
still
one
to this
knows
day
when
saying he is.
God and sinner reconciled.
All right, but you go to the church then.
I say I go.
No. You go to the church
No,
then.
but I'm saying if his God has forgiven him,
How you know that?
I have to. If he
How
tell
you
me-
know that?
Just like how he tell me his God call him to preach, I have to believe him.
Okay. You know what? You're gonna make me mad today. I have on my good church clothes. We're gonna do our altar call up in a minute. I'm not gonna let you bother me today.
But if you were saying to me,
No, not letting you bother me today.
that you hope the Christian Council could amalgamate some of these churches, I share that, right? I think we need to go back to the era of the mega church. I think the church has lost a lot of its influence
Thank
through being
you.
overly fragmented, and they can't remember now. Jesus had a Christian ministry and a social ministry.
Why,
And
when
the
you hear the
church-
music, you still just keep talking?
I'm laughing. This is a wrap. And the church can't do anything social because the only thing they could afford to do is pay rent. See how it right in time for the jingle?
Sonny, come on, man. Give Castro a check. We'll be back, y'all. We have much more when we come back. Lots of crime news to talk about and some other stuff. I know. We'll be back, y'all, right after this.
Eye on the Nation will be back right after these messages.
Vibes is resilience in motion. So even when things go out of sync, we do what it takes to bring the vibes back. At BTC, we understand your vibes because we live it. That's why we are dedicated to building a network as resilient as you, with a team of familiar faces working every day to keep you on beat. You are at the heart of everything we do. Our commitment is to keep your vibes flowing, no matter what.
Bring your brand into focus and make your impact on the nation. Go all in with the Impact Bundle, featuring live liners and an in-studio interview. Prefer targeted reach? Audio plus digital delivers radio and digital placements. Or be seen with our television bundle with 20 TV ads across broadcast and streaming. Call 4-666-173. Eye on the Nation.
Okay, guys, this is what we doing today. We training for the bounce back. This a 150K payday. Y'all ready? Yes. Y'all sweating today. Give me a 2 ball. 10. Give me another 2 ball. 15. You spin, right? It don't look so. It's 10K. Name these games after me. Food Dragon.
Food Dragon.
Cinema Classic.
Cinema Classic.
Yeah. Put that parlay in. Put that in. You know, Jalen Brunson disappointed us last time. You want to walk for this or you want to run for this? Good pace, good pace. Not too much water. Put it down. Let's go.
It's the Bounce Back 150K payday. Big wins for 10 weeks straight. 15K every week. 10K to a lucky winner. Visit islandluck.com for more info. Island Luck. Winners live here.
Okay, guys, this is what we doing today. We training for the bounce back. This a 150K payday. Y'all ready? Yes. Y'all sweating today. Give me a 2 ball. 10. Give me another 2 ball. 15. You spin, right? It don't look so. It's 10K. Name these games after me. Food Dragon.
Food Dragon.
Cinema Classic.
Cinema Classic.
Yeah. Put that parlay in. Put that in. You know, Jalen Brunson disappointed us last time. You want to walk for this or you want to run for this? Good pace, good pace. Not too much water. Put it down. Let's go.
It's the Bounce Back 150K payday. Big wins for 10 weeks straight. 15K every week. 10K to a lucky winner. Visit islandluck.com for more info. Island Luck. Winners live here.
Welcome back to Eye on the Nation.
Hello, welcome back to Eye on the Nation. I'm Levi Miller.
I'm Sonny Brown. Sonny, you look like a 19-year-old today. See why I like you all?
You know something? I'm giving you all
That's James. That's James who usually be dragging us up, down, and all around. So I know if James said that, James mean that because James don't like us at all.
One lie per show, James. You just use your last.
No, somebody said you look really nice.
Thank James.
Then they call you Mr. Cool Miller. No, that one is a different one. Oh, James don't like you.
You please tell them.
James would never say nothing nice
Please
to you.
tell them not too much. I don't know where Rose is, and I don't want them.
Rose didn't even show up yet in the
I don't want them
comments.
putting that kind of pressure on my life.
Rose is very late. Rose is very, very late today. I mean, come on, Glenda. Glenda, take your caps off when you type in us. When people type to me in caps, to me, it sound like shouting. Yes? No? Right? Yeah, man, Glenda, don't do that. It's come off like you're shouting. So just put the little small on when you're typing.
Okay.
Okay? Before we go into our next story, someone really wants me to ask, what if you know what the national sport is?
Sailing. Sailing. It used to be cricket for 100 years.
I said the same thing, and I was wrong.
It's sailing.
It's not cricket anymore. They changed it to sailing.
Why Daddy changed that?
I didn't remember that. I would have swore up and down I lost the bet. I was like cricket because I remember being cricket because I remember saying, why is cricket our national sport?
Why Daddy don't need a sailing boat and all for that? What did name the pineapple sweet something?
Wow, so me and producer got that wrong.
Yeah, sailing.
Okay, all right. Anyway, let's jump back into what's making. Wow, I'm surprised you knew that. Elder? Oh no, I'm elder. You would be what? Is elder or eldress?
Elder is just elder. You could be a man or woman elder.
Okay.
You could be, well, you shouldn't be a woman and a deacon, but that's another topic.
Why not? You could be a deaconess.
That's what the Bible says. You also shouldn't be a woman and a bishop according to the Bible.
Anyway.
There is no such thing as a deaconess in the Bible.
Deaconess.
Okay. Don't worry, man. I hope you all have your own heaven too. Everybody with these rules they keep making up.
No, you don't speak to me at all about anything because you just go to that person church, so you cannot speak to me about anything. Anyway, how y'all burn down the commissioner house? What?
I never tell you nothing but going to that church. I know where it is. I say I've been. Oh boy.
Somebody in the comments asking what he do. Y'all know exactly who I talking about and what he do. Oh, this idiot now.
You want hugger?
Go on.
Man, commish. Jesus.
So apparently, a property owned by a commissioner of police was severely damaged in a fire today. With investigators now.
Pookie them was killing yesterday.
Can I read the story and then you could cry?
Go ahead.
Jeez. According to the initial report, sometime shortly after 5 a.m., fire services were alerted to the incident at Central New Providence property and responded promptly to the scene where they encountered a 7-room, like bedrooms? Or 7-room? Because boy, commish. Single-story stone structure engulfed in flames. The fire was brought under control and eventually extinguished, resulting in the southern bedroom being destroyed, while the remaining structure sustained heat, smoke, and water damage. The occupants did not sustain any injuries, thank God for that. Investigators so far suspect electrical shortage. Why y'all out here trying to make it seem like someone burned down Commerce House? They say electrical short.
So you mean BC buying it down? BC.
BPL.
Y'all, what the name? BPL. BPL. Man, look at you all buying the commissioner house down.
Oh, I ain't gonna lie.
That's this bunch of awful.
Well, it ain't the house. It was just one bedroom.
Sonny,
and luckily
if
nobody was.
My house catch a fire, my house burn down.
But how?
Okay.
It burned down.
Yes.
But how can you prove that?
Because you can't tell the water where to go. And you know when fire truck boy them come, they start spraying water from the road. They don't. One thing they ain't doing is running out of no water. You never seen them fire truck fellas say. I say, hey, the fire only right here. They ain't care nothing but that. They bring 12,000 gallons of water in this little truck. When they leave, 0 gallons left, my friend.
Okay.
Even if the fire don't destroy the house, now you got to go file for flood damage.
Anyway, luckily nobody was hurt and only one room was damaged. Clay sailboat named Sugarloaf.
I tell you, name Sugar something.
Sugarloaf. Sonny, James is telling the truth. You really look like a teenager today.
You know something? I want y'all to put an end to this.
Like the young people do. What finger it is now? It's this.
Okay. The commissioner.
Oh, sorry, the commissioner. Yes. Oh, and then the commissioner said, y'all stop playing with her because somebody as quick as that sent around a fraudulent flyer with plenty spelling errors. They must have the cheap version of Chatty.
Yeah.
where they saying that you could go and donate to help build the commissioner house back in there it is. It's fake.
Yeah.
It's fake. It's not real. It is fake.
And fake flyer making person, you must think Shanta this fool wrong. Because we wouldn't stop till we find out where this come from. And my brother, you will be on your way
to the calaboose.
To the calaboose, my friend.
Okay. It is with great sadness that we inform. I mean, come on, man, you all leave Commissioner alone. She have her own little coins.
I mean, and Pookie them murdering. Pookie them. Listen, Pookie, I want you to stop this bunch of murdering, all right? Right now, you said he murdering yesterday. Pookie, right now, the commissioner's under duress, all right? Her house is burning down.
Oh, it's the middle finger, they say.
I trying to give Pookie them a PSA.
Sorry.
Right now, Commissioner, she going through something, okay? And I want you all to stop this bunch of shooting up one another. Give us a little chance. Let's square this little fire operation away.
It already square away. That was 5 o'clock this morning.
But now she have to go look and see what all the fire touched.
It was only one rum.
You all just don't no killing till a little later.
Okay.
All right?
All right.
All killing stop till a little later.
Okay. All right.
All right.
You done?
I looking over the commissioner.
Okay. All right. Well, Commissioner say don't donate no money on her behalf.
No.
That's a fake flyer. Y'all stop it. And whoever it is, they looking for y'all.
Yeah.
There's the official statement. This is what they say. The Royal Bahamas Police Force wishes to advise the public that the flyer currently circulating on social media with the display of the counterfeit Royal Bahamas Police Force crest soliciting financial contributions for the Commissioner of Police is fraudulent.
Yeah. They say
delete the flyer, but we put it up. So don't pretend like y'all ain't see that.
They say the commissioner ain't running out of the money, and if at any chance she feel like she's starting to run out of money, she'll stop running.
Anyway, Commissioner say don't play with her.
Yeah, taking serious, Commissioner of Police. You're talking about donation.
And whoever it is, they come in.
What's the Commissioner of Police we talking about, you know?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
You're not big and serious. You have to be a Commissioner of Police.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
All right. Okay. Anyway.
Think about this.
Oh,
everybody else who's buying and they have to call the fire truck. The fire truck is have to call the commissioner. You ever think about that?
Yes.
All right. So commissioner got fire truck. She got water. She got fellas who could build roof. Fellas who could pitch. You think she need?
We can move on now?
Yeah, let's go.
All right, thank you. So a man who preyed on his 13-year-old niece on Wednesday was sentenced to 15 years in prison for attempted incest. I wanted to read the story because I have never heard of anyone being sentenced for this length of time for attempted incest. This ain't even incest. He attempted it. And I just wanted to give this Justice Dale Fitzpatrick, because usually it's here 3, 5, 6, these bunch of weird numbers of people being sentenced who have actually committed, you can't say the R word, sexual assault.
He went to the Supreme Court with that?
Yeah. They said the 61-year-old man whose name has been withheld to protect.
The angel of death can come for him.
He was also sentenced to 3 years in prison for indecently assaulting the same girl, but they're going to run
concurrently.
Yeah.
Yeah. Justice League, advise me why would he take that to the Supreme Court? He had no option there.
This is what happened. So apparently, this took place on a family island. Mm-hmm. The 59-year-old man, he was 59 then, lured the girl from her grandmother's house on the pretense that he wanted her to do some chores. So while she was cleaning, he apparently grabbed her towards her, pulled up her shirt, and sucked on. Mm-hmm. He then tried to pull down her pants with the intention of sexually assaulting her. The man stopped the sexual assault when the girl cried and fought him off. He then told her that's what they do in the Bible before giving her a $10 bill to silence her. The girl immediately told her grandmother what happened.
No, man. I read the whole Bible. None of that was in there.
I don't know where he get that from. Must be a different
page?
Bible.
Take me to the page.
Ask him when you see him.
No, that wasn't in the Bible like that.
So apparently the incident took place 2 weeks after the man asked his niece whether she had a boyfriend and was sexually active. The man told the police officer that he heard his niece was, quote, being solicited sexually, so he wanted to see for himself. Yes. The court heard that his young victim experiences flashbacks from the incident. Fitzpatrick condemned the man's breach of position of trust as the girl relied on him to protect her, but instead he violated her physically, emotionally. Right. He will receive credit for the time he spent on remand. He did not show any remorse. Oh, by the way, when he was confronted with the allegations, he admitted it. So he didn't lie. I don't know. He must be telling mommy and the Grammy the same thing. this in the Bible. I don't understand it.
Yeah, what do you?
But my thing is, if you confess to the police, if you confess to the Grammy, you confess to the girl's mommy, why you take this to court?
I guess they wanted the court to actually hear the facts of the case in order to make it.
He could have just pleaded
trying to figure out
guilty.
why did he go to right? If he was going to plead guilty, why did he go to the Supreme Court?
That's what I don't understand.
Yeah, that seems a bit unusual to me that it went to Supreme Court.
The audacity part of this for me is that he asked the court, because he's been in remand up until, so he wasn't out on bail, or he couldn't, I don't know if he just couldn't afford bail, or nobody in the family I wasn't posting a bail for him. But he said that the smoke and stuff in the prison is bother him. So he asked them if they could put him in a smoke-free area of the. I would have put him in the deepest. I would have put him by the generator where the smoke coming from. I would have put him in a cell with all the smokers. I would have tell the prison officers to go by him and smoke. How you could sit down?
A righteous man. He's the commissioner of the prisons. He's probably going to. And he's trying to build a different facility, right? They are no longer prisoners.
I would go there every day and drop cigarettes off to the prisoners for them to sit in the cell with him and smoke. The audacity to ask if you could go to a smoke-free.
Oh, okay. So I'm understanding that the reason it goes to the Supreme Court is because it's incest. So unlike...
Incest is different than
right,
sexual
right,
assault.
unlike ordinary sexual.
But my question is, if you already plead guilty, then why put the person through the trial? Why not just plead guilty?
I'm saying now, I think the prosecution may have insisted on the trial in order to make sure that they get the maximum sentence or something.
Okay, all right. Well, if they did,
that would be the only thing that
if they did, shout out to them for the 15 years.
Yeah, because other than that, it would have been a plea deal. And if it was a plea deal, you know how you feel about those. I mean, but he's quite eligible for a plea deal. Someone that disprepared, I'm saying, someone disprepared.
You're trying to make me mad, and I'm not going to let you make me mad today.
I'm trying to just show you how. Remember, we spoke about this a couple of weeks ago when I tell you that the prosecution section down there at the AG's office, there's actually be out there, you know what I mean, really, really, really trying their best. Because if a fella this, motivated to plead guilty, he sounds like the ideal candidate for a plea deal.
Don't make me mad. 15 years. Shout out to the justice for that. And I hope that, anyway, let me leave this.
And he's 60, so, unless he applies that scripture that says a man shall live on the earth some 120 years, boy, it ain't look good for you because that tree's scoring 10, but I'm kind of close.
Someone said, I finally agree with you, Sonny. Put him in the generator room. Wherever the smokiest place is in the prison, put him there. As a matter of fact, y'all need me to put some cigarettes on some money so y'all can buy some cigarettes.
But Dawn Blair is trying to create an institution of reform.
Anyway, we're moving on from this. I just wanted to read that because I was finally happy that there was a sentence that I'm like, yes, yes.
I think it's a pretty decent
It's
sentence.
a pretty decent sentence,
and he even didn't do the whole incest. That's for half of it.
But that's enough.
I agree. I say now. So
what is half? You're not going to make me mad.
Attempted incest in whole incest.
He's actually assaulted her.
That is sexual assault.
Yes.
Okay.
Anyway, moving on, other crime news. So prosecutors have upgraded the charges against those 3 police officers that have been accused of killing Azario Major from manslaughter to murder after investigators concluded that he was shot repeatedly after he had died. So Director of Public Prosecutions Cordell Frazier said prosecutors upgraded the charges against Sergeant 2825 Antonio Sweeting, Sergeant 3839 Jamal Johnson, and Sergeant 3726 D'Angelo Roll after they reviewed the evidence. Apparently, investigators determined that Major was shot numerous times after his death, undermining the argument that the officers lacked an intention to kill.
Yeah, I read this. And
this happened in 2021, by the way. The officers maintained that he approached them with his car and they feared for their lives. However, they're saying that the evidence does not support that. The officers were scheduled to stand trial next month, but the case was adjourned until September. They have elected by a judge alone, so no jury. The judge is going to decide.
Can I say I'm predicting a mistrial? You know how you say you like to watch movies about women killing people? So I like to watch court files and that kind of stuff. The amount of public speculation. Okay, so the public speculation gave them the opportunity to request a judge-only case because their counsel will argue that they can't get a free trial because his family produced a whole series about why they killed Azario, right? So you've now tainted the jury pool.
But there is no jury pool. He's going before a
That's what I'm
judge.
saying. So that made it easy to convince the court, well, we can't have no jury, we need a judge-only trial. Now, the prosecution has stepped up the charges from manslaughter to...
You don't think they could prove murder? You think that they could have proved manslaughter before murder?
Precisely.
But they're saying that the charges were upgraded because they could prove
the charges were upgraded
because they continued, allegedly continued to
bullets
shot him
hit the body of a dead person, which is not murder.
But they're saying it does show their intention to kill.
The bullet hit the dead person.
What letters you have in the back of your name?
Okay. No, actually, I have the letters in my name. That's all I got.
Which ones?
The bullets hitting the dead body doesn't add to the murder case.
Okay. Well, I'm sure the family is happy that this is finally moving somewhere.
Okay.
Like producers say, it's the intent. We'll see what happens. The trial is supposed to start in...
Did y'all go watch Casey Anthony? Y'all obviously don't remember that case.
I remember Casey Anthony very well. Like how you was talking about, I remember where I was sitting at the exact time that they found that woman not guilty.
And you remember that even though they could prove 90 things about that case, the one thing they couldn't prove was murder.
Anyway,
the burden of proof is too heavy.
So they've upgraded the charges. So I'm sure that the family is going to come out and say something soon because they were trying to figure out what was going on with this.
And let me not be insensitive, right? Because, I live and move in this community and I don't want people to feel like I'm a
Since when are you not sensitive?
I'm a very sensitive person.
I'm sure these people in here heard that part.
All the people that know me know that I'm quite a caring human being. Anyway, notwithstanding, right? I feel happy for their sakes.
Okay.
In that at least the wheels of justice appear to be turning.
Okay.
I'm telling you that sometimes in law, though, it is better to have 5 small bites at the apple than to try and swallow the apple whole.
I get what you're saying, but I guess we'll have to wait and see what happens.
Okay.
We get your prediction. We probably won't hear what happens for this for quite some time. We know the wheels of justice don't turn exactly fast in our country.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens. All right, on to some other crime news. I think we talked about this initially when it happened. We did not know. People need to know. This is like something that bite me, and I was
just want to make sure they ain't jumping over here.
And I was trying to scratch it, like something bite me on my hand, man. Come on.
Oh boy.
We could have left that alone.
Okay.
Jeez. Anyway, I must have got to wash that.
I would hope. Oh boy.
Anyway. All fun and jokes aside, because this is a serious story. I think we talked about it the first time it happened, but didn't know it was a teacher, and unfortunately she had passed away. But I think the story went something. We're going to play a story from Eyewitness News anyway, where they're talking about what happened.
Her husband owed some people some money.
Was it the the people broke into the house?
She said, "My husband in here." They say, "Your husband in here? Well, you give him this for us, Juck, Juck, Juck." She said, "Jesus, they jucking me up." She run in the car. She speed off. She go on Wolf Road.
You see, when we say insensitive.
I'm telling you how they reported the story.
Well, anyway, this is what Eyewitness News had to say.
Tonight, we begin with new details from the investigation into a primary school teacher's alleged murder. Her death coming 1 month after the horrifying stabbing incident, leaving her family on a desperate hunt for answers. Linton Ritchie Jr. leads us off.
It's as close to a nightmare as it could get for the daughter of 61-year-old Jillian Pinder, who was stabbed in the neck a month ago and succumbed to her injuries on Monday. Too emotional for an Audible interview, she posted to her social media page on July 13th, writing, quote, "You got release and I felt at ease. When I got that text today about the family being called to the hospital, it ripped me to pieces." The 4th grade teacher at T.G. Glover Primary School was reportedly found with stab wounds at a business establishment on Wolf Road, according to a June 5th police press release. However, investigators say while in the area of Lake Cunningham, 2 men who Pinder reportedly knew that her husband owed money to brutally assaulted her and stabbed her in the throat. Now, while details remain sketchy, sources close to the matter allege that the attack occurred at Pinder's and her husband's gated community residence. It is further alleged that after the attack, the assailants reportedly placed Pinder in a vehicle, driving her from the residence. It is alleged that Pinder played dead and overheard conversations about her husband owing the men thousands of dollars. According to Eyewitness News' anonymous source, that's when she was later found in said vehicle on Wolf Road, as outlined in the police report. Emergency medical services rushed her to the hospital later. It's unclear of the timeline when Pinder was released, but her daughter says she was admitted back to the hospital on July 9th. Eyewitness News understands the educator then died on Monday. Pinder's husband was reportedly held for questioning following the initial stabbing incident and was released shortly after. A GoFundMe created by loved ones with the goal of $15,000 to assist with the burial cost revealed that Pinder fought with incredible strength despite the uphill battle, adding that they held on to hope that she would survive the aftermath of the terrifying ordeal. Her school community at TG Glover also releasing a statement remembering Pinder as a cherished member of their team committed to student development and the school's community at large. Police up to news time were unable to confirm to Eyewitness News whether the fatal incident was being treated as a murder investigation and whether anyone is in custody. Linton Ritchie Jr., Eyewitness News.
Well, y'all know I saw the tea. I can't tell you what the tea is, but I did hear that they're looking at somebody.
There's a person of interest?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you there are some good things I think I heard in there. She lived long enough to be able to speak. So at least she could give description maybe of the people that assaulted her, even if it's not a facial description, body type, size, what their voice sounds like, if it's a voice she recognized, what exactly was their motive, so the police could close things like motive. Because you need that in a murder investigation, weapon, body, motive, timeline.
Well, hopefully, yeah.
So they have a timeline, they have a body, they have a motive. Now we just need to find out who all would want her dead for this purpose, and if that isn't sufficient, at least we now know who the next target might be.
I just thought it was just very strange. I mean, I don't know, maybe I feel like maybe we watch too much mobster movies, but if I owe you money, I don't see me going and doing something to your significant other.
It was one of those rap songs that says, I think it was 50 Cent that says, at some point I'm just going to get tired looking for you, shoot up your mommy house and let you come look for me. You never hear that in the rap music? I think that's 50 Cent.
No, I've never heard that.
Yeah, so, and that's criminals are exactly that, criminals, right? You can't say which crime the criminal won't participate in.
I hope that whoever is responsible is caught, found, and this lady's family receives some
And my
sort of
recommendation
justice.
would be to electronically monitor the husband, because if they're looking for him that badly, right? He probably next on the hit list. You all need to put him somewhere where the police could see him at all times.
Because you think he probably next?
They prepared to juke this old woman in the neck looking for him. What do you think they prepared to do to him?
Well, hopefully, whoever it is, like I said, hopefully they find them very soon.
Yeah,
and this family could receive some justice, and obviously condolences to the family
Yes, and
the entire school community, because it is a big loss.
I do, and I also want to say that it is so sad though that when people visit this kind of aggression on women, unbeknownst to them, she could be completely unaware of what her husband's goings on are. And so I don't condone particularly violence against women and or children. As a matter of fact, in the inner city I come from, women and children are off limits.
It used to be like that. And I think it like that no more.
Yeah.
Anyway, condolences once again and to the family, and may her soul rest in peace. Now, Pookie them, we had to do this story because I guess they saying
Pookie them at it again?
I guess so.
Yeah.
So police have launched an investigation into a shooting incident that occurred on Wednesday in the area of Market Street and Robinson Road, leaving a 19-year-old with injuries. Now, according to reports, shortly after 4:30, police received information that occupants of a burgundy Nissan vehicle discharged gunshots in the area. Officers from the South Central Division responded and met the victim, who was accompanied by two other males. The victim reported that a lone male wearing an orange jacket, blue jeans, and a black mask exited a burgundy Nissan and fired multiple shots in his direction. The victim got a wound to his left shoulder where I guess they tried to shoot him. The suspect then re-entered the vehicle and fled. Pookie them say no medical treatment needed and declined to go to the police and give any statement to the police. Investigators also determined that a nearby resident had sustained gunshot damage to its front door and wall during the incident.
Yeah, because as far as Pookie concerned, he in Grand Theft Auto. What he don't know is that no matter how much of the little hard things you take, you could be dead soon. And they're gonna cook sauce for you. No, I'm telling you. So this ain't Grand Theft Auto, cousin. Let the police help you out, right?
No, they won't go back.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. He obviously believes that this level 4 on Grand Theft Auto. They don't happen like that in the real world, my friend. All right? When Pookie them come for you again, there will be...
Only one of them could be Pookie.
When other Pookie and blacks come for you...
Okay, blacks.
This ain't Grand Theft Auto. Let the police help you.
So this is my question, though. The police can't force you to make a statement?
Of course not.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
If the police force you to make a statement, that's given a statement under duress, which will be thrown out immediately.
So if you get shot and you choose not to tell the police anything...
There's nothing you can do.
There's nothing you can do?
No, except for call the chaplain and let him rub some oil on your head and hope that carry you straight to
Jesus. He refused medical care and he refused to tell the police what happened.
But this is a wonderful opportunity for the crime consultants, to go and see him, right? Because he might want to talk to the police. That may be too incriminating. But we have some fellas around here that we call them crime specialists. Remember that? Send one of them to go have a word with him.
All right.
Take him some money.
All right. Well, we still have some more stuff that we're going to talk to you guys about. I think we have some guests coming at the top of the 5 o'clock hour, and then we'll jump back into everything that's making news today. We'll be back right after this.
But
Vibes is resilience in motion. So even when things go out of sync, we do what it takes to bring the vibes back. At BTC, we understand your vibes because we live it. That's why we are dedicated to building a network as resilient as you, with a team of familiar faces working every day to keep you on beat. You are at the heart of everything we do. Our commitment is to keep your vibes flowing, no matter what.
Bring your brand into focus and make your impact on the nation. Go all in with the Impact Bundle, featuring live liners and an in-studio interview. Prefer targeted reach? Audio plus digital delivers radio and digital placements. Or be seen with our television bundle with 20 TV ads across broadcast and streaming. Call 4-666-173. Eye on the Nation.
We all know there are ways we can help. Your help can go even further. Be an everyday superhero. Donate to Hands for Hunger.
Spice it up with what we got.
Hello, welcome back to Eye on the Nation. I'm Levan Miller.
And I'm Sandy Brown.
Welcome back to Eye on the Nation.
Reveille, 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 for drill purposes only. For drill purposes only. Stand by for malfunction.
So we're back now. Welcome back to
Real this
Eye on
time.
Yes. Welcome back to Eye on the Nation. I'm Sandy Brown.
I'm leaving it alone.
And of course, you see, we have a
wasn't
new...
jingling like a pirate, because boy,
Oh, what?
you know, we had the little glitch just now. If they catch you off the break.
We have a guest in studio. You can go ahead and introduce yourself to everybody.
Hi, good day. My name is Chief Petty Officer Michael Ring with the Bahamas National Youth Guard.
So this one is still a member of the RBDF.
Yes, I am.
Unlike...
What are you talking about?
You keep talking about it like you're still there. You're not there anymore.
Big serious dudes. And big serious dudes.
He's a brother.
Yeah.
Don't encourage him.
Don't encourage him?
Please do not encourage
Big
him.
serious dudes
Please
don't
do not
stop being
encourage
big
him.
serious dudes.
Anyway, we're here to talk about recruitment,
Yes,
right?
yes.
So tell us a little bit about what's going on.
All right, so this Friday, tomorrow, there's the recruitment at the St. George's Park in Centerville.
Okay.
We're going to be there from 1 to 4, and we'll be calling out all of your 18 to 25-year-old young adults, young people that may not quite sure exactly what they want to do, young people that may have just graduated high school, just looking for a bit of direction. And why not direction in the form of the Royal Bahamas Defense Force conducting the training for these young individuals who will go on and help the country in times of disaster, because that's what the Bahamas National Youth Guard is designed. After Dorian, the government decided we had a lot of young persons that wanted to come out and assist, but they didn't necessarily have the technical skills to do so. So the government decided, let's put this program together, let's put some discipline in them, and also let's make sure that they have the technical skills. So they would do some training at the BTVI. They do plumbing, electrical, carpentry, or they do some type of computer, Microsoft suite, just to get them acclimated with what the real world is, get their hands kind of dirty. Also, they would live on board HMBS Coral Harbor for a period of 10 weeks. Within that 10 weeks, they are trained by Royal Bahamas Defense Force Marines. The plan is to get discipline in them and to teach them a lot of disaster training. They're going to be in theater. When we say theater, they're going to be in certain situations that will ensure that they have to be safe, first of all, and they have to know exactly what they're doing. These persons will be trained enough to be deployed to different islands if the situation dictates. If the hurricane or whatever disaster is that severe, we're going to make sure that these persons put on the Youth Guard uniform, represent it properly, represent themselves, their country, and do the people good when they go to these islands to assist.
Now I know what you said 18, right? But you know there's always that little sweet spot, right? Like what if I 17 and 2/3?
No, we want 18. 17 poses, we need mom to come in, we need dad to come in to sign some things. So when you're 18, you can sign off your own will. We need you to have your own bank account. So, and the bank account has to be a Bank of the Bahamas account. We need you, not mommy, not Grammy, not no one else on that, because when we pay you, we want to make sure that we pay you and you get your funds.
Still, you get that money anyway. So it is a paid thing.
So it is a stipend thing. It is a stipend. They receive a stipend for the entire 16 weeks.
The stipend have an amount?
There is a stipend.
Okay. And he wanted to say, you want to say.
But there is a stipend. It isn't for lack of...
We ain't trying to get you rich. We're just trying to give you a little something. Because you're living there. I assume if you're living there...
The meals are free.
You're feeding them and doing all that stuff.
Exactly. You're getting your meals free. You're getting the clothes that you're going to wear for free. And I tell people, you don't want to know better than that. These young people, they on your couch, they in the fridge all hours of the night. You think that's roach. That's your kids pulling something or the cabinet.
So this is for people who may not have any real direction right now.
Yeah, exactly.
So with this training, if I decide after this that maybe I want to be a part of the Defense Force or the police force, is it easier for me to be acclimated into any of those?
I'm glad that you said that, because this builds an avenue that you would not have had before.
Okay.
We call it, your file will go here and not there.
Right.
Okay.
It'll give you a little,
Exactly. So we want to ensure that by the time you finish with the program, this is something that you want to do, you come recommended from us, from the command, saying that this person meets the criteria, meets the standards, the person has the ability and capabilities of it.
Right.
We have had a lot of National Youth Guard graduate and pass out from the Royal Bahamas Defense Force, the Royal Bahamas Police Force, the Immigration, and the PDOCs. Also, you know, you may be lacking in some area. You may not have all of the BJCs that's required to join one of the organizations. We've had 2 young persons who were in our first cohort, with cohort 2, when it came to the Royal Bahamas Defense Force. They were lacking, and as soon as they got, we made sure that they got in. One person is passing out from the Defense Force tomorrow, and then we have another one that's in police training now, and I'm proud of these 2 young fellas, and we have many other success stories from the
So it's an
islands.
avenue for people to be able to get into. I didn't have all of I wasn't eligible to automatically join the police force or the defense force, but I'm eligible to join the youth guard, and then when I pass out of this program, my file
Become highly recommended.
Yes.
It counts as one.
Right.
You know, you may be lacking something, but it comes as one.
What is the criteria for the youth guard?
So the youth guard, 18 to 25, must be a Bahamian. We're not looking at your academic qualifications.
You don't need nothing.
You don't need nothing, but we're going to make sure that you come in and you're going to leave with something.
With something,
yes.
okay.
They receive some 12 certifications by the end of our training. They get 2 international certifications in the STCW course.
Right.
And in case you want to work on a craft, you may work on Norwegian or Disney or any craft or any port facility around the world. Having the certificate gives you a leg up on someone else, because this course is like almost like $1,000 if you were to do it on your own. The Bahamas government is giving it to you for free. There's also a OSHA course, a safety course when you go into the BTVI. The BTVI ensures that you do the OSHA course and you get that. That's something else for free that you don't have to pay for. So a lot of things come for free. The meals are free. You know, there's free breakfast, lunch, and dinner for 10 weeks.
So somebody asks me to ask you, right, what if you're an old person and you want to be somebody that...
18,
I know, but because you know, this is a family island, huh?
Yes.
And they say, you know, like, is the National Youth Guard considering an expansion for people that may be old?
Older.
Yeah.
So no, we're not looking for older. We're looking for youth. You know, youth is 18 to 25. We want to stick with it.
No, Sonny, that
we're going with the dictionary.
That ship has sailed.
Yes, but I'm glad that you said the islands, because we do intend to go on the other islands this month.
Okay.
We intend to go to Exuma, Eleuthera, Grand Bahama, and Abaco to do pop-up visits and do some recruitment over there. We want to come to you, not just the islands. And like on tomorrow, we're going to you in Centerville.
Right.
And like we're going to be there from 1 to 4. We're going to be, that's the St. George's Centerville Park. That's right behind WIMS off the Wolf Road area. You're not doing anything, come on down. We will have you. You know, we want to make sure that you bring your documents out. We're going to give you...
What documents do I need to bring that in?
All right, you bring your copy of your passport, your NIB, your NHI. You know, we want to make sure, if you don't have NHI, go and get NHI. Go online. It takes like
2 minutes.
And it takes like 2 days afterwards for them to actually send you what it is. Because you want to make sure that if something happens, you have some type of insurance.
Right.
You may have some issues. Use that insurance, use that NHI, so you can clear yourself. Because we want to make sure that you come in at a healthy standard.
Right. Okay.
So we don't mind if you're a bit overweight, or you know,
we got something for that.
Yeah, but we have a pill for that.
Yeah,
but the pill is not a Royal Bahamas Defense Force training pill.
Yeah.
This training is geared and is designed for the civilian.
Right.
So it ain't as tedious.
No, it's not. But it
ain't easy.
It is geared for someone who wants to push themselves a bit.
Yeah.
You know,
who wants to be outstanding.
I see why you the way you are. This must be something they train y'all to do. Y'all don't answer real questions. Y'all is answer questions with okay.
But you have to make sure that when you say exactly what you say, it is exactly what you mean. Yes. And what I mean is, we make sure that you get the opportunity to be the best version of you can be.
You're going to be trained hard, just not as hard as you would have been trained if you were joining the Royal Bahamas Defense.
But we want to stop you from being your old self.
Yes.
And turn you into your new self.
And we have spoken to some aunties and some mothers and some fathers and grandparents, and they have told us, and they've expressed their help, and they thanked us for what have been done to their kids.
Yeah.
And not just that, employers, because once you finish with this program, it's not just the Royal Bahamas Defense Force or one of the other armed forces. We have shaked hands with the Royal Caribbean Beach Club and the Airport Authority. We have had young individuals, even from the Airport Authority, be mobilized to different islands to
Okay.
work, you know, the Abacos and the rest of that stuff. So it's not just the organizations. We implore all employers. When you see the Bahamas National Guard on someone's resume, these persons coming in, they're not going to be late. They're not going to have a bunch of excuses. They're coming on time. They're going to dress the part. They're going to do what they're supposed to do when they're supposed to do
Men
it.
and women are the
Discipline is
right.
discipline is indeed a skill. I heard you talked about going to BTVI. Which other hard skills, soft skills? I know the STCW is firefighting, first aid, that sort of
Yes.
stuff. But what other skill sets?
All right, so in the program, the police fire department, they come in and they teach you fire safety. Teach you what to do in the event of certain things. They teach you different classes of fire, what to do in those fires. You know, you don't want to pour water on electrical fire that could spread. They have some powder for that. You know, they have different things for different stuff. On top of that, you do first aid training. So you're going to get first aid training in the form, if you see a casualty on the ground, you're going to know, I shouldn't just move them. You know, you ask them a question, hey, my name is such and such, can I assist you? They may not be responding. They make it squeeze your hand and give you some type of notification. They make it blink their eyes and give you something, but you want to see if they're rising and falling of their chest. You want to see if they're breathing. So when you call the EMT and you call the hospital and they ask you some questions, the person's on the way, you can let them know what's happening. Yeah. You're also going to have training with the Disaster Risk Management Authority, and their job is to instill all of the disaster training. They're going to teach you what to do before a storm, during a storm, and after a storm. We've been fortunate enough to have Bahamas National Guard assist with Melissa when it was approaching the Bahamas area, when those persons were evacuated from the Southern Islands. Our young persons would have helped to set up shelters and actually work in the shelters afterwards. And we had lists of our young individuals ready to be deployed. They were like, hey, let's go, we're ready to go. They weren't deployed because it wasn't that severe for us, fortunately, but they were ready to go. They wanted to put their training into use. And with put their training into use, we have refresher courses that we do. And this is not for the persons that would have just graduated, but those persons that would have been in the program for a while. Once they graduate, we have refresher courses. We bring persons from the outer islands back into New Providence. There's 3, 4, 5 days of refresher courses, and we house them, we feed them, we make sure they get what they have to get, and we fly them back. So it's a trip back to New Providence, and you're going to meet up with persons from other cohorts. We've now done 6 cohorts. We're moving into cohort 7, and these young individuals have had opportunities to work together before. They've worked together with the Crime Council was doing a knock on the door and doing surveys in the Baintown area, the Ridgeland area, the Pinewood, the Carmichael Road area. So they've been in different areas, door to door, doing surveys. And I call it for the smart people to put all those pieces of paper together and formulate it. But someone is going to look at the work that they've done. They're going to see what the boots on the ground have produced, and they can make a proper assessment of what's happening in certain communities.
Two last things before you go. Family Islanders, they come to Nassau free, and people with small misdemeanors. So I had a screwdriver when I was 12. It's on my record. I was 12 years old. Am I exempted?
So you bring in a police record. You know, we want to make sure that we're not getting a criminal. And then, you know, some persons, they're not the person they were years ago. And they come in rough, and they have a pill for the rough
we got a pill for that
and
too.
then they make sure that by the end of the day they're smooth out.
Case by case basis.
Yes, you know they're using what their strengths are better. Yes. So like I said, this Friday we're going to be at the St. George's Park in Centerville from 1 to 4. Bring your documents, your police record, your NIB, your passports, the NHI. If you don't have that, you have some time to get it. We intend to go in August 15th. So you have some time. And not just this Friday. We're going in Friday, July 24th. We're going to be at the Garden Hills No. 2 Park. And then again, Friday the 31st, we're going to be at the Bacardi Road Park, down on Carmichael Road. So we coming to you where you are. All you got to do is come to us. Come out serious. Come like you want to come out there. We give you some information and, you know, come get some.
All right, thank you. It's an awesome program. You have literally thousands of people graduating from school, and hundreds of them probably have no idea what they're going to do.
And this program has turned into what are you all doing over there? To I need to get my nephew and I need to get my son in. So you know, and it's not biased because you're going to call me and I'm going to tell you take the portal. You know, go online and fill out the application. Go online the Bahamas National Guard at rbdf.gov.bs. That's you can get us, or you can get us at follow us on Facebook, follow the prompts. So the different ways you can get to us. We're stationed at the headquarters building on JFK. You can always come to us, go to the ground floor, come fill out the application at headquarters.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us. We're going to remind you guys before the end of the show where you can find us again, so you could message me that information so I can let everybody know before the end of the show where we're going to be tomorrow and what documents you have to bring.
All right. Good stuff.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay. So while we continue to get situated here, let's jump. You see how you're trying to break up my side of where I have to sit?
Well, I just doing the best I could with the assets I am afforded.
While we try to get situated here, we're going to jump back into what's making some court news. And
they say the pilot boy is going to the calaboose.
Well, he was in.
We got one bunch of people prepared for the calaboose.
He was already in the calaboose. They're saying they're not letting him out of the calaboose, which I'm not surprised. I was actually shocked that they tried to get bail, but I guess that's what a good lawyer would have to do for their clients.
Especially if he won't get paid.
Yeah, okay,
you know what is the one thing I like about jail is it is just like the cross. You know, when I grew up in church, they told me there's yet still room at the cross. People been going to the cross from I was 6, and there's still room. Fox Hill Prison, same thing apply. There's yet still room in Fox Hill.
All right, well, the Supreme Court judge has again refused bail. So I guess his lawyer is saying we ain't giving up. Refused bail to pilot Donald Ferguson, ruling that a murder and drug trafficking case that he has, along with some other sweeping array of dangers, he just can't let him out on bail. And when you read the case, and if you've been following it, this case honestly has been interesting from the beginning.
Yeah. Certainly a Netflix documentary.
It really should be. Honestly, I really think any Netflix or anybody who interested, Tyler Perry, it honestly, this case is something, especially if we continue to see how it goes, is something that definitely could be studied.
So there's a possible U.S. abduction, a dead lover, an accused husband.
Right.
One bunch of drug flying pilots.
If you don't remember, I think it was on Father's Day. Was it on Father's Day or was it close to Father's Day?
It was a holiday.
I think it was Father's Day. Was it?
We could check.
Anyway, so he is accused of the murder of Giovanni Roll, who was at the time dating his ex.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if y'all remember, Giovanni was killed at the airport. And this guy was arrested. What was his name? And Donna was arrested shortly thereafter. And, you know, all of the stuff started going around. I think they even had testimony from the ex, which I think they said was in this story, saying that he was stalking her and that he had threatened him. And then they even allegedly have what would you call it? The statements from a person, dying declaration.
A dead man's testimony.
From him pretty much saying this is the person who shot me. But the guy was never arrested. He was questioned and he was let go.
Wasn't he arrested at the airport?
He was questioned and let go.
Right.
He was never charged or arrested, and people were trying to figure out, because Bahamians, something happened that morning. By that evening, we didn't have the case wrap up.
Yeah, we want somebody arrested.
And everybody was trying to figure out what was going on, but he did not get arrested. And then we ended up finding that he was among those 13 people who were indicted in the United States over that alleged international cocaine trafficking network. You remember that?
Mm-hmm.
What ended up happening is that included senior members of the Royal Bahamas Police Force and the Royal Bahamas Defense Force.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently, allegedly, one of those senior members of the Royal Bahamas Police Force that allegedly worked with him in this cocaine ring where he was allegedly the pilot was the one that was investigating this murder case.
Or tied to it in some way.
Right, tied to it in some way, which is why they said he was questioned and let go.
But then somehow we saw the resignation of a commissioner of the police.
All kind of things happened after this.
The appointment of a first female commissioner of police. I think this is one beautiful Netflix movie.
It really was.
An admission of guilt by a co-accused.
So that we still waiting on that.
My brother, you could be in jail for a little bit.
Because even if he somehow gets away with these murder charges, he's still going to have to answer to these trafficking of cocaine charges in the U.S.
We know that Tingham them could push your plane out the sky and then abduct you.
So they say, but we ain't really know if that happened.
No, the abduction.
But the judge,
no, because the fella's still abducted.
Well, he had left the country and then came back. We brought him back so he could stand trial for this murder. So I guess the murder is now taking precedent over the cocaine, the trafficking
what
charges.
I suspect now is that it's been about a year now, right? Mm-hmm. So what I suspect...
That happened in, yeah.
What I suspect is this is what will happen. He's already appealed or gone to the Supreme Court for bail.
Twice.
Right. So...
And they keep saying no.
He's just going to wait another year. And then he's going to ask the Privy Council. And then the Privy Council will say, y'all ain't convict this man yet? Oh, this is. So I think they're building a case towards next year. Well, the Privy Council will let him out of jail next year. Next year, independence, my friend.
The judge's reasonings for not letting him out of jail makes sense to me. I mean,
that's until we get to the white judge.
The judge say no combination, and this is no combination of electronic monitoring, house arrest, because these are all the things that they put forward when they come and they say, we can keep him, we can take his passport, we can bring a house arrest, he can sign it. The judge say none of that is going to happen.
Say, you mean this boy who could fly plane?
Yes, because he's accused of executing, and that's what they call it, executing Giovanni Rule outside the Linden International Airport, and is separately charged in connection with that $15 million cocaine bust with all of those other defense force and police officers in the States. Mm-hmm. In addition to that, he said, hold on, I'm trying to find the rest of what the judge said. The judge said that they don't want to let him out because they also feel like he could not only be a flight risk, but people may harm him because of retaliatory justice, because they feel like the delay in getting, and then he also has a record, apparently that was expunged, and he was trying to figure out how the record was expunged before, but he also apparently had a record from possession of dangerous drugs.
Oh, yeah.
So the judge said all of those convictions and the resolved allegations from 2020 until now, it's just too much. Like, this man is the definition of a flight risk. We can't let him out. He had told the court that he'd arranged to live on another Bahamian island to protect himself. And the judge said, absolutely not.
That's voice. We definitely can't monitor you now.
No, but I don't understand why you're thinking moving to the island. But you're moving to the island. As soon as you reach to the island, the people can know you to the island. Yeah. Island people is talk, especially if someone from Nassau. Jesus, you see that person from Nassau just come down here?
Yeah, Pookie them will get you.
They said, now remember, he's still presumed innocent. He hasn't been found guilty of anything yet, but...
My brother stay in Fox Hill. That's the best bet. You know, and plus Dawn Claire's doing a wonderful job. They have air conditioning now. They have a wonderful piece of real estate. They're growing organic vegetables. They have wonderful organic chicken eggs. You can't imagine 24-hour security.
Well, down what they say, his lawyers complained that the conditions at the Bahamas Department of Corrections were grave, unhealthy, and inadequate and inhumane. The judge said, yeah, we don't have no evidence of that. You're going to stay in jail.
Yeah. All right. Give us a chance. We can come back
the
to
judge said you have local drug charges pending, international drug charges pending, a murder case pending, a criminal history. You are a pilot. You are a definition of a flight risk. And we think that if we let you out, somebody might hurt you. We just got to keep you in.
Plus, you also know how to find fellas who can find $15 million, which means you have enough money to run from now.
Well, he wasn't here. Remember, they had to bring him back here to answer to these charges.
You know how far he could run? He could run from here to Forevermore B. You know where that is? I asked you out. You know.
You tell me where it is.
That's how far it is. From here till Forevermore B.
Anyway, he gonna be in there for a while. Yeah. This is his second time applying for
bail
and being denied.
He's gonna appeal to the Privy Council.
Yeah.
But he ain't gonna get to do that till next year. So next year, independence. Get yourself one fancy independence shite, and you know, go see Sheila Sintelis. Maybe she could make you something a little nice for next year independence.
He ain't gonna be here by next year independence.
I'm telling you.
I tell you, he won't.
Yeah. And go see Island Connect, because you can need a little haircut. I don't think the prison got no good barber like that.
Okay. Anyway, let's move on. Some good news, depending on who you ask. You know, we love to do good news on the show. Should we start now? Yeah, let's start now. And then we'll continue to talk about it after the break, because it's almost time for us to take a break. But for all of y'all pain and suffering from BPL that's been going on, BPL say we got something for y'all. Now, mind you, they didn't give it. It wasn't something that they gave freely. This was something that IRCA say they had to do. But in any event, they're giving you back something. They're giving you a rebate.
And you know what I want to give them? Chance to come from around me. That's what I want to give them. Because
so IRCA, let me start with what IRCA said. So IRCA approved a rebate for BPL, directing them to pay more than $610,000 in regulatory fines to over 72 residential customers. So y'all gonna receive this rebate on y'all July 2026 electricity bill. Now the rebate ain't for everybody. They say people who eligible. I know how you find out who eligible. We do have a statement from BPL. I think at the bottom of it, they have a number where they say you could find out if you're eligible for this amazing rebate that you're gonna get. We're going to get to that statement in a second. But, yeah, so BPL say, IRCA say they have to pay $610,240.94. So rather than requiring BPL to pay, because usually when they pay a fine, because I think we talked about them paying a fine the other day, they would pay the fine to IRCA. This time, they pay the fine to us, y'all.
Yeah, you want something fatty or something?
Yeah, because you know how much we getting? We can tell y'all how much we getting when we come back from the break. Be prepared though, because I think y'all ready for all this money y'all gonna get back on y'all light bill for all of these outages that been going on. We can tell y'all exactly how much money y'all gonna get right after this break.
Vibes is resilience in motion. So even when things go out of sync, we do what it takes to bring the vibes back. At BTC, we understand your vibes because we live it. That's why we are dedicated to building a network as resilient as you, with a team of familiar faces working every day to keep you on beat. You are at the heart of everything we do. Our commitment is to keep your vibes flowing, no matter what.
Bring your brand into focus and make your impact on the nation. Go all in with the Impact Bundle, featuring live liners and an in-studio interview. Prefer targeted reach? Audio plus digital delivers radio and digital placements. Or be seen with our television bundle with 20 TV ads across broadcast and streaming. Call 4-666-173. Eye on the Nation.
Imagine an event where entry is as effortless as a wristband scan. Calling all businesses and event organizers, because selling tickets has never been smoother. With Canoe, effortlessly sell tickets online and accept payments via debit cards, credit cards, Canoe Wallet, or even Sand Dollars. From payment links to QR codes, track your sales digitally, making event organization a phenomenal experience. And that's not all. Canoe is giving you more. If you're offering food, drinks, or must-have merchandise at your event, Canoe takes it to the next level. Customers can seamlessly pay using wristbands, QR codes, or their Canoe digital wallet. No more long lines, no more waits. Just happy customers and a boost in sales. With Canoe, your event becomes a breeze. Cashless, worry-free, and simply unforgettable.
Welcome back to Eye on the Nation.
Hello, welcome back to Eye on the Nation. I'm Levi Miller.
I'm Sandy Brown.
What?
I know. It just felt like it's something I should have just sang at that moment. I have no idea. Before we jump back into how much money y'all getting, this water.
You sure?
You want to smell it? I don't drink nothing with white, baby. If this was something I was drinking, it wouldn't have been white.
We have to look into a water sponsor because we can't let you drink no more of that.
You don't even know what's in here.
That's my exact point.
You don't know what kind of water this is.
That's
just
my
because it's
exact
in this
point.
bottle don't mean it's this.
Now you know exactly my point. This is why we need a water sponsor, because I need to be able to account for what you have in this.
What
one.
in there?
Good high premium quality
At least you
H2O.
could see the color of this. What in that?
Good high premium quality H2O.
I'm sure. Don't forget that with Canoe, Bahamian businesses can access their funds right at home, enjoy faster payouts, process payments 24/7, and move money at your convenience. Bahamian business owners can accept payments online with Canoe. Explore Canoe's API and invoicing features to get paid locally and internationally. Canoe is a Bahamian fintech helping local merchants accept payments fast and easy, and Canoe empowers entrepreneurs to get paid quickly and to grow.
Canoe, they're your one-stop stop and shop, and they're for all your shopping needs.
All right, so we're talking about IRCA fining BPL for outages. These are not associated with the recent outages, by the way, but I'm saying that they're associated with the recent outages because I want y'all to feel good about the fact that y'all ain't had power for 4 days. So that maybe y'all getting some money back. Damn it, you feel that up?
$9 You can't.
You won't even tell the people how much yet. We were supposed to do a little.
I tell you now, it's $8 and 64 cents.
45 cents.
Jesus wept.
So BPL ended up releasing a statement after IRCA released their statement, and BPL says customers will get $8.45 rebate for eligible residential customers. That means it ain't gonna be all of y'all. Y'all gonna find out when y'all get your bill, when they take the $8.40, because they're not giving you $8.45. They're gonna take that off of whatever your next bill is.
Yeah, that should really keep the light on then.
Right. So rather than paying the full value of those fines directly to IRCA, they have decided that they're going to give consumers.
IRCA ain't slick. IRCA say, nah, BPL, come on. We gonna have to do little something, right? And BPL say, you run your freaking yourself out like you ain't owe me money. Okay, when you find me, I come in. I was allowing you that end today.
Okay.
So IRCA say, all right, what to do, right? Let's make it look like we do something. So BPL say, like what? So we say, you know they don't check their bill. Just tell them you can take $8 off.
Anyway, so apparently consumers will receive a one-time, so don't, this
right. So unless your
one-time
bill is
rebate
$0, you ain't gonna miss this.
$8.45, which will appear as an adjustment. So when you see your bill and you see adjustment, that's what it is. The rebate will not require an application, so y'all don't have to call them or say, hey, if you're eligible, you can see it on your bill. If you're not eligible, you can't get your little $9.
And what I can do when the gas have an adjustment. See, because let me tell you what makes sense to me, right? You know on your bill you get usage, yes, and fuel surcharge. You agree with that? Okay, well if the power was off, you know what that have to mean? Y'all wasn't burning no fuel. Take the fuel surcharge off the bill. Let's don't do silly things. You follow me? My friend, hear me out.
They are not, no, let me tell you
If
why
the
they can't,
engine
let me tell you
off-
why they can't do that. Can I tell you why they
Go
can't
ahead.
do that? I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm telling you why they can't do that. This money that they're paying was a fine, right? This was a fine that they would have originally had to pay to IRCA.
Agreed.
This is not a refund that they're giving me, or this isn't a, I'm sorry your light was off, so we're going to take something off of your
Agreed.
bill. This was a fine that was originally supposed to go to IRCA.
Agreed.
Now, we didn't know if IRCA say, or government say, or whoever say, yo, let's make it look good. Instead of us taking the $610,000, let's give it back to the people. So they say we can take the $8.45 off of your bill. This don't have nothing to do with them saying sorry or trying to make up for the fact that you didn't have electricity.
And what I trying to tell you is you take this, how much it is, $68,000? You take that rate by Shell Bahamas.
$610,000.
That. You take that rate by Shell Bahamas and you say, here, this for the gas. And then you say, Sonny, you know the generator was off. And if the generator's off, that means you wasn't using no fuel, which means there should be no fuel surcharge on my bill. Because the generator was where? Off.
But they're not doing that.
That's what they should do.
Okay.
Don't tell me, unless my bill is $0.00, I can't miss $8.
Yeah, that's a Thai snack. How much Thai snack?
Where?
The place.
You don't want no ketchup, eh?
You just pay for extra. You just pay for mayo and
Not if you
onion.
pay $6.
You don't pay for
The woman will
ketchup.
say, now, we can get a little Thai. You can't have no ketchup, baby. They just call you baby.
$8.45, you can get a Thai snack.
No, mom, you cannot.
You
I
can
wanna
get a
tell
hot
this.
patty and a
You
soda.
can't even buy beer in a nice place.
You can, 3 for $9.
I say in a nice place, not where I like to go. But I'm saying, man, we have to stop joking with people, man, because joking is joking, but provoking is provoking, my friend. And what is this? $8 and man, y'all don't play with me like this. Y'all get the money, y'all take that care of that by Shell Bahamas. You give that to them. And then you figure out how to take this gas bill off my light bill if we be, because if the power was off, you couldn't have been burning no gas. Oh boy.
I'm letting you go. I don't
listen-
disagree with
y'all
you, but
didn't
I'm
listen to Mickey
saying
Mouse Clubhouse say.
I'm not disagreeing with you. That would have been the case if BPL said we're going to do something for y'all. BPL ain't say that. IRCA is finding them. IRCA is finding them. IRCA say instead of y'all paying us, we could get the money to the people. So this don't have nothing to do with BPL saying we sorry, you know.
So, Ika, census y'all.
Okay.
Y'all get the money by fuel, what do people name? Shell Bahamas, and y'all pay them. So when the bill come, they can say, wow, our fuel bill is so low. Whatever will we do with all this savings? You pass that to me. This foolishness, y'all stop wasting government paper. Okay?
Say that you could barely get 2 beef patty. I ain't gonna lie, beef patty and chicken. I go on to buy a patty the other day. When patty get $2.50, I used to pay $1 for patty when I was in school, and then they skinny now.
Sally, all that means is now we know you're born before the quincentennial dollar.
The patty's flat. They ain't even like, you know.
They only put beef water in it now. Yeah.
And then I did get a chicken one. It was
that's
no
waste.
meat.
Oh, that's waste.
It was just like the
only thing in that is chicken bouillon.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
come on, sorry. And there was a distraction because somebody said that, but y'all
That have
gotta
the
be
essence
serious.
of chicken.
They have to be serious.
Yeah.
We talking about serious things. What happened to the patty?
No, and you know something, and you know, I'll tell you what it is, you know.
Okay, you back on BPL being
No,
mad.
because it's greed at some point, you know. This country ain't have to be like this. You follow what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Executives around here at some point have to decide that more than just y'all and y'all children should go to the Maldives.
Now, what I do agree should happen is I think nobody in BPL management should get any bonus this year.
Bonus?
I think whatever bonus you were supposed to get should go back to the people, and some sort of rebate should come off for that. Because you only get bonus. See, this is what my problem is with people. And I didn't say the line staff. Because the line staff are the ones who are actually working overtime to try and get the power back off. So I'm not talking about them. Y'all don't come for me. I'm talking about management. You ain't managing it properly. Your bonus is something you get when the company is earning money and when you are doing well.
Yeah.
Y'all ain't doing well.
I even think some of these little duty allowance must go away.
So
'cause you
I
ain't
feel
doing
like
no duty.
whatever bonus y'all was supposed to get at the end of the year, y'all little $20,000, $30,000, $40,000
Yeah,
check.
let's cancel that.
Let's put that on fuel if
Yeah.
y'all want to do something.
Right.
Y'all, I mean, I'm sorry to say, when companies don't do well, people don't get bonuses in the real world.
Yeah.
Only in government, people entitled to bonuses.
Right.
Very weird to me.
Union agreements.
I know, still very weird to me. If you work in a regular company, if you ain't do nothing
Yeah.
all year, or the company,
The company
ain't make no
bleed
money,
money, we still find
we
20
still,
for you.
I don't understand it. Now that I feel like, and don't get mad at me, but I feel like a bonus is something you did well leaving. Here you go. If y'all had people power off so much that Auntie Pia had to write y'all a letter and go against her own girl, y'all ain't deserve no bonus.
Yeah,
this
they
year.
probably beating up one another in cabinet.
Yeah, you know they fighting right now. They sending the nastiest disappearing messages. They phone on disappearing messages. They sending the nastiest one-time voice notes to each other right now.
All I'm saying is, right?
Now that I'm saying they shouldn't get. And or if y'all gonna give people bonuses, give to the people who working late in the night because y'all ain't do what y'all had to do. Them poor men out there all night, all morning. We be mad at y'all and we cuss y'all when we see y'all on the road, but we know it ain't y'all. But somebody gotta get cussed. Because management don't really come out like that.
They in the air conditioning office.
Yeah.
'cause
Now
they
the
got
one who was
generated
keep coming up on and then doing live videos and then you might could give him one because he looks stressed out.
He ready to the wire.
He looked like he is tired
Jessica,
right now.
Here's the thing, right? I mean, I get it. The distribution lines are old. There's not a single excuse that BPL could give me that I 40. I hear
We've
all.
already heard it all.
I hear all, right? Mm-hmm. The point I'm making to you, though, right, is as we continue to evolve as a country, at some point it has to go back to being partially about service, man.
Agreed.
And everybody can't just decide that as long as I make it my 160, I don't care if the rest of the country light on fire.
Yeah.
We have have to commit ourselves to public service.
I don't disagree with you. We were supposed to open up the phone lines, by the way. I just saw the time. Get the people in the
Phone lines, be open now. 323-7775. 698-0775. 698-0775.
Now go back again.
But even with the hot party thing you talked about, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everything around, see, you have to understand that at some point the consumers will no longer be able to bear the burden of the lavish lifestyle, the who's, its, and what's nots believe they should have. And I believe, I believe that that until we do something with this classism we have created, because we are all variations of East Street, my friend. I don't care where you live or how tall you build your house. If you ain't come from East Street, your ma come off of East Street.
Okay,
And if your ma ain't come off East Street, her ma come off East Street.
I was following you for a while.
Help me. Stay with me.
Okay.
So at some point, the people that sit up here have to decide that they don't want to siphon all the money out of the economy, especially if it don't translate into collective benefit for us all. So it ain't make no sense you have your generator burning for 24 hours while I out here dying, because eventually I come in where you is. We gonna have to share this generator at some point.
No, I'm not following you.
And I think...
I was following you for a minute and then you gone.
Stay with me.
We can't stay with you too long because we have people on the phone.
And I think that as soon as the people responsible for these things understand that I don't care how tall you build this gate in this gated community, if you keep letting everything fritter away around here, eventually those comforts you have built will not save you from this population.
Fritter is such a funny word.
You don't know what I was going to say.
I know exactly what you was going to say.
I had to reach for that one.
Hi, Carla. Welcome to the show.
Good afternoon. How are you all?
Good. How are you?
I am excellent. Yes, this is Shanika again. Now, I listened to that part with that DPS with that nice gift. And as the Bahamian people, I believe we are much appreciative of it.
Cool.
I'm just thinking it should have been a little bit more, you feel it a little bit more. Maybe $50 or $100, they'd feel it,
Yeah, that's what I...
$8.45. I think that could really get you a nice corned beef and a small pack of white rice with a plastic.
Corned beef is like $5 now.
But to make that get a satisfying one. What y'all think about that? I'll listen.
All right, I think they need to keep that. But I appreciate the $8.45. It's better than nothing. I can't even say I appreciate it because I don't even know if they're giving it to me. They say qualified.
You live in Morro Castle. They definitely, you're ineligible.
Before we go back to the phone lines, just wanted to really quickly, before we forget, we have a request for blood. There's the flyer. So if anybody is out there, we really, really, really need some help. We're donating. We want you to donate some blood for Khadisha. She's scheduled for surgery, so she needs you to go to the PMH Blood Bank, which is on Collins Avenue. They want you to go during blood bank hours, which is in the morning, and let them know that your donation is for her. Your support is greatly appreciated. And thank you for helping the family out. So please, 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 if you can, go and donate some blood for Khadisha.
You could actually go on a date. So you could go on a date and donate some blood for Khadisha.
All right. Khadisha.
That's what I say.
You say Khadisha.
Okay. Khadisha.
Khadisha. All right. Well, good luck, Khadisha, on your surgery. We're going to let this one go and donate some blood. He's a champion blood donator.
No. Why do you think it's the blood of Jesus? You don't get to just abuse this.
Hi, Carla. Welcome to the show.
Khadisha, I can see what I can do for you.
Hey, Shani.
Hi, how you doing?
Am I?
What's up?
Read the last page on that BPL, okay?
Okay.
You didn't flip the page on that. That's $8.45 for the next 5 years for everybody.
They say
one. You want to read the fine print.
Okay, let me read it again.
Yeah, flip it over. If you can't get on the computer, flip the computer upside down. That's $8.45 for the next 5 years.
Oh, I didn't see that. I saw a one-time rebate.
From 600,000. Legal look.
I can look again. As a matter of fact, let me go in there on their channel. You know their channel. I keep telling you all follow their channel.
Yeah. Hello, caller.
Go to the next caller. Let me look.
Hello, caller.
Hey, how you doing?
Good.
Precious.
Hey.
How are you? This Balkan.
I'm good. What's up?
Oh, I'm. What's up is you there. I like that black outfit you have on.
Thank you.
You look lovely.
Thank you.
Well, look here.
Yeah.
BBL, sorry. can't pay me for all of my water, my all the other liquid, Coke, soda, and everything, man. I had to drink during my power outage for almost 24 hours.
Oh, yeah, I was drinking. I mean, yeah.
You know, I've been drinking a lot of liquid. And I almost did. I mean, come on.
So
but my second point is, I want you all to deal with this and maybe write the chairman of BTC to come on. What happened to my Florida station? I don't know, Levan, you like football, right? I know you're a Dolphin fan, right? Are you a Dolphin fan, Levan?
No, but I want to marry a Dolphins fan.
Okay, but no, well, yeah, but you got to go to Florida for that.
Yeah.
Listen, the CBS 4 is the channel for Miami Dolphins. I need to invite the chairman who's talking about our air condition to tell the Paul Cadita and others with BTC when we're going to get our Florida stations back. We are not able to watch NBC Night Sports, NBC Football, Fox, and what have you. We need that back. So maybe Shani can work on that. You still work at the Tribune, right? Shani?
Me?
Yeah.
So I have not been there in over a decade.
Oh, my God. I was thinking you the Tribune. But, yeah, work on that and find out when they're going to give us that back. Because our life to have it, and BTC giving us a lousy excuse.
All right.
For not paying it like that. But I'm enjoying your show, man.
All right, thank you.
I want to say hello to Miss Cox on Facebook. I like her. Miss Cox, hello from the Paul Cadita. Have a good day, darling.
All righty. I read that press release up, down, and all around, even went on that thing. They say that it's a one-time rebate that will be applied to your July 2026 electricity bill. I don't know what fraudulent press release you have, sir, but I didn't see nothing but no 5 years.
I now suspect him of creating the flyer for Shanta. Shanta, I got one for you.
It was him.
Yeah.
Hi, caller. Welcome to the show.
Good afternoon, guys.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine. I was calling in reference, I don't know if you all have the number for these people for potholes, but we have 2 potholes in the Fox Hill area. One large one, and this one been here must be 3 weeks. Right before you reach Esso, on the left-hand side is a probably 4 by 3 hole in the road. And then water and sewage came to our corner, which is Bryce Lane, and they was playing with the little hole with the water drain thing. And they dig up the road and ain't even fix it back.
That sounds normal and regular.
Yeah.
Who do we reach out for that? Because when I drive out west, I don't fall in no hole.
Nah, Mom, don't do that now.
We have property out west yet.
But don't do that to us. We have a hole too now. We have one hole in front of our house. People is dropping every night. I hear somebody tire burst. No, I just saying, don't make it seem like that now, Mom. We have a hole too.
No. Sonny, that's one hole. Before I reach out west, I'm sure I'm going to fall and at least for 20 holes.
It's hole everywhere. Don't make it seem
other than the drains that they put on the side of the road and they ain't level out.
And I have 3 of them right in front of my house. I think one belonged to each of them companies. One belonged to Water and Sewage, one belonged to Massey Cable, and one belonged to Massey BPL. And they none
I
level.
had to put one of them in my yard. And my yard is level off. So they could have leveled it off.
White Daddy?
Get on top of that.
Fox Hill.
Who we could deal with that?
White Daddy, we calling him right now. He can get you straight.
Please.
All righty.
Please. Thank you.
All righty. Have a good one.
He might have to go through Joe Beto because I feel like some of that is utility.
Well, she said one of it looked like somebody dig up an any, but then she said one is a pothole.
I'm happy she talk about pothole. But, you know, Gaston have one right in the front of his headquarters.
Who's Gaston?
Everybody's favorite guy. The MB for Nassau Village. He got one. Matter of fact, tomorrow when I drive past there, I was intending to look for like a duck or something because this thing is huge. And if you swerve to miss it, you could hit the lamp pole. Gaston, you have to get on top of that.
But let me tell you something. Honestly, the potholes, those open trenches are more dangerous than a pothole. I tell you, my whole car dropped in one of them. Burst 2 tires, caused my wheel alignment gone off, and my car was in the same sense. These open trenches and these things that are not leveled off, it's crazy. It has to be some sort of... I do remember there used to be a fine, or they said that they were imposing a fine for these companies that dig up the road and don't put it back to the way it was. We stopped doing that.
You know the problem is that you have a running, recurring bill with them, so all they can just keep doing is adding it to your bill.
Someone say if everything okay with Pumpkin need a child, I know. Sonny, do that hand on the hair thing one more time. What
376. You cut that out. 376 0936. That's the pothole number. 376 0936. Pothole now.
Someone say, and these little dents in the road that is make your car bounce. You just be doing this all day. If you swear you don't have no shocks.
You ever drive through that? I think you ever. Listen to me. The only thing missing from this hole they got in Nassau Village, I tell you, is a swan. This is a very, and it right in the front of the head. You can't miss this. You can't say he ain't know this one there.
Shashka, and coming from Shashka 1 and Shashka 2, yes, we need new cars. Shashka say they messed up a car too.
Yeah.
The real Shashka, not the fake, the fake Shashka. Would I be out of Shashka? Yeah. Out of Shashka and real Shashka, yeah, we needed to. Someone said, yes, there was a fine system. So what happened to it? They used to fine you. And I remember them saying, too, that they would fine you if it was in a certain period of time. Like, if Levin decide he want to dig up, Levin's supposed to call me and say, hey, you have to dig up? We could dig up together. But if Levin dig up, knowing that I needed to dig up, and then caused me to have to go back and dig up, it was supposed to be a fine, too. Now I understand there's the emergency things. Like, BPL had to dig up the road because something happened. But if it's a scheduled maintenance dig up, we could just dig up the same time instead of keep digging up the road.
And we just create a whole job the other day for Owen Wells for road patching. Remember that?
What?
Remember Owen Wells was the chief of road patching. I'm not joking about this.
Someone say once you take them to court, who take it?
White Daddy.
It's taking 10 years for these things to happen in court. I must take them to court. In 10 years, I ain't gonna have to car no more.
Owen Wells was appointed chairman of the, let me give you the name of the thing, man. You never believe me.
Huh? Before election?
Yeah, but the authority shouldn't have gone away. I don't care where Owen gone. What happened to the thing? What that name? Where they is? What they doing?
Ask them.
I trying to remember their name.
Someone say, stop being a hog and help other people eat. That's what Miller trying to say.
Other than that, we come in for a little bit of yawns. Whoever being a hog.
It was you who was here, Rowan. Like, I thought you
I
didn't
agree
know
with him. He say.
Yeah, but he was agreeing with you.
Right.
With
and
so who is it?
Whoever they is. Which is the big, tall, gated community self. 3237775. You keep letting this gated community believe. You ain't see the people was walking around in the gated community the other day like Adam in the Garden of Eden?
Someone say that $8 can't buy ice. How much? $8? Yeah, man, you could buy dollar ice from
small ice.
You could buy dollar ice from the bar. I mean, from the gas station.
He was appointed chairman of Baja Mix Limited.
He ain't there no more.
So what if he'd die? What? Don't worry. Let's take Owen Wells out of the sentence.
Yeah.
Where these people going?
Call them.
Baja Mix Limited.
In front of the MOW building on JFK, better roundabout need to pave. Those bumps will break up your car.
They just want to show you. They say, listen, this is why Ministry of Wakes exists, so that it can stop the road from feeling just like this.
Speaking of, hey, we have 5 minutes. The ting.
What
tonight.
What thing tonight?
I need the ting.
The vigil.
Yeah, I need the
Bishop
flyer.
Denson Roll again. That's who it is.
Yes.
They're going to be at the William Thompson Auditorium.
Yes.
You know what it is? That's where the Baptists are. That's where the Bahamas Baptist Community University College is.
Yeah, where's the road? What's the name of the road? Is that Prince
Jane
Charles?
Street. Did the road name Jane Street?
Which area?
Off of Prince Charles.
Thank you. I said
you
Prince
asked me
Charles.
where it is. It's Jane Street.
Say Prince Charles.
Okay. When you come off of Prince Charles, you turn on the Jane Street, you don't think the people know where the Bahamas Baptist College is? You go by the Bahamas Baptist College. William Thompson Auditorium is in the Bahamas Baptist College yard. And they're going to be having a memorial service for the 5 now persons that lost their lives tragically
in the
car accident.
Yes, so they're having a memorial, and I think that the preparations are underway in Cat Island, I see, for...
Them Cat Island fellas go away gay?
And fast. You know what, tomorrow, because we're running out of time, because I do think we have like pictures and video of what they've been doing. Oh, we have it now.
Yeah.
The strength that these people have to have.
So first they dig this hole.
Hold on, but before even that, this is the father.
Right.
They are building these for their children.
Right.
The strength that you have to know that you are doing that is, it's outstanding. But they have built this in such a short period of time.
Without no mechanical tools. Everything on this job is hand tool.
How you know they ain't had no mechanical tools?
You only see the fellas shovel the sand off the truck, dig the hole with the pickaxe, lift the steel with their hand. They mix with 18 by Gomorrah. Man, what in God's name is this?
And this will be the final resting site in Cat Island for two of the young ladies that unfortunately passed away.
Webb and Stubbs.
Yes. And the memorial, like we said, is tonight for 5 of the people that passed away in that traffic accident. Let everybody know where
Life
it is
Worship
again.
Center is putting it on. That's Bishop Denzel Rule. It's going
They
to
say
be
it's opposite Prince Charles Shopping Center.
That's where Jane Street is.
Yes.
But when you turn through the corner opposite Prince Charles Shopping Center, that corner named Jane Street. When you go through Jane Street, you go straight to the college campus, BBUC's college campus, and there's adequate parking. The William Thompson Auditorium is right there.
All right, so anybody who wants to, show support, pay respects, you can head there. I think it starts at about 7.
7, I think it is.
It'll also be, I think, portions of it, Eyewitness News. If you're unable to make it, I think you could watch, and they're doing a live report from there as well. And I'm sure there'll be a story tomorrow, so we'll be able to show you all what happened at the memorial. 7 o'clock.
BBUC's campus and William Thompson Auditorium.
Yes. All right. It's time for us to get on out of here.
I see they're funeralizing Babyface this weekend as well.
Really?
At some point, we've got to pay
So
some
we'll talk a little bit about all of this in our show tomorrow, but that's our time for today. Thank you guys once again for joining us. We will see you guys tomorrow.